exponents. So just the word alone sounds pretty scary, but it's actually not too bad. We're going to be taking just an extra step to calculate our exponents. We're really just flipping them upside down if you have a negative exponent, which is easier to show than explain. But stay with me. It's actually not going to be too long of a lesson. It just gets a little bit more meticulous with how you have to approach these, because then you could have your positive exponents mixed in there as well. So you got to be careful to know when to flip and when not to. So stay with me. I think you're definitely going to find it useful. We're moving into our now pre-algebra type of exponential work. Leave a comment if you're seeing something that I haven't done yet. We're going to do a lot with exponents in this section. Check the other videos. If you haven't seen anything, definitely look at our intro to exponents as well. But I hope you enjoy it. Please make sure you're subscribing, liking, commenting, all that will help. All right. If you remember what I said in the intro video, we're really just doing one extra step here, but there still is some room for error. Okay, so notice that all these exponents have negatives with them, which is obviously our new part. So we're just going to simply drop this to the bottom. So we have 4, negative 4 to the positive 3. So remember, this is still saying negative, this 4. So we have 1 over negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. All right, so we can already tell that our answer is going to be a negative fraction, and it's negative 1 over 64 for that portion, okay? All right, and then our next one, same thing. We're going to drop this to the bottom. 1 over, this is a positive 11. All right, so 11 times 11 is 1 over 121. All right, there was nothing negative about this. No pun intended. And then this one, we're going to drop to the bottom as well. 1 over 3 times 3. All right, so remember, we're not getting 15. You can break these down. 9, 81 times 3. So you get 1 over 243. All right, and then our next one here, we're going to also do the same. Remember that these are negative 2, so negative 2 times 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 negative 2. So we know that if we have an even amount of negatives, that your answer is going to be a positive answer. So it's 1 over, let's see, we have 4 times 4 times 4, which end up getting us 1 over 64, and that's positive. So just be careful with those. All right, and then we could have some problems where we have to do order of operations, which we've already talked about in our order of operations video. So we have parentheses, which actually means we have exponents in this case here. So let's do this. We're going to go to our exponents. 1 over 4, all right, because there's no calculations there because the exponent is 1. And then 1 over 2 times 2, which we know is just simply 4. All right, so we have minus, well, remember, anything raised to the 1 or to the 0 power is simply 1 plus the 1/4. So let's make a common denominator for 1, which will easily be just 4 over 4. This is positive, so we go left to right. Remember, the signs are different, so you subtract. You get 3 over 4, which is negative because this is large. This is the larger fraction. All right, and then signs are different again, so you subtract. Negative 2 over 4, which reduces to negative 1/2. Okay, the next one here looks a little similar, but it's actually not. So we're going to go 1 over 2 times 2 to the second power, minus 8. Nothing can really be done there. And then we have 1 over, now remember, this is a negative 4, so it's got to stay negative. All right, so we simplify this. We have 1 over 4 minus 8 minus, because we can get rid of this, or we can do plus the opposite, 1 over 4. I'm going to keep it like that. Now if you look, if you do this, you can see that this positive 1/4 and this negative 1/4 should just simply cancel out, right? So if it's just going to cancel out, what ends up happening is you're left with this guy right here, right? So it's negative 8, okay? All right, so you may be asking yourself, Mr. Small, when am I ever going to use negative exponents in real life? All right, I can agree, you may not ever, but I will say if you're going to go to college or work in a medical field or anything like that, science, you're going to see this a lot, which kind of alludes to the next thing we may talk about in another video, which is scientific notation. So if you wanted to show the size of a single atom of hydrogen, it would be written as 1.2 times 10 to the negative 10th power. All right, so the long form of this would look like 0 point, and there's about 10 zeros there between that and the 1 and the 2. So the reason they do this with negatives is, we talked about, if you talk about astronomical units, they usually use scientific notation because the distances are so great, they're so large. But in the event of something that's super small, like microscopic, you're going to use negative exponents. Okay, so let's say that if you're going to have a baby and you're looking at an ultrasound or something that's microscopic or a disease of some sort, this is going to come into play. So there would be a chance that you may see this in the future at some point. If not in real life, definitely in a science, chemistry class like that.